Was geht, meine lieben Freunde, meine Uli und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge der Haus of Fata Morgana. Letztes Mal haben wir so einen coolen Talk gehabt zwischen, Talk zwischen Yukimasa und Michael, aber doch war sehr interesting.
Und beziehungsweise dem Source, wir wissen nicht, ob er Yukimasa ist.
Ja, eben. Naja, aber er ist auf jeden Fall,
Ja.
Deswegen nenne ich ihn auch erstmal so. Also, wir gehen jetzt zur Nun, um die zu überzeugen, damit wir dann Yukimasa überzeugen können, weil die wahrscheinlich miteinander verbunden sind, denn alles ist miteinander verbunden.
Ich würde sagen. Wow, the crowd just keeps on growing.
Das ist so cool, dass es eine deutsche Serie ist. Aber mussten wir auf 60 Lautstärke schauen oder so?
Are they all helping with the decoration?
It would seem so. Preparation for the festival is in full force. Und ja, Freunde, wir haben nur noch 2 Tage bis zum Fata Morgana. Ja, und jetzt am zweiten Tag hier werden wir wahrscheinlich Yukimasa überzeugen und so. Also, obviously, einen Tag pro Door, sozusagen. Also,
Cool.
ihr wisst, Freunde.
Ah, I found a nun. She's over there.
Und mal schauen, ob sie auch Pauline heißt. Weil bisher so Saintess Nun.
She's got a bunch of people around her, though. What should we do?
Ja, einfach hingehen und sagen, verpisst euch! Und sprecht mich nie wieder an. I force my way through. Ja.
How about plan B this time? Michael!
Nelly?
Are you alright, Michael? You went down pretty hard.
Oh, you're such a weakling, dearest man. Michael? Sorry. Wie komisch, dass sie dearest Michael sagt, ne?
Second brother.
Ja, trotzdem. I don't weigh that much. I don't know about that one, fat bitch. Dude. You sound like PTSD, Alter. Not enough to knock you over jumping on your back. You gave me no time to brace myself. Pish posh! My warrior would have had no problem catching me, and then he would have spun me around like a princess at a ball. Unreasonable. Doesn't even begin to describe your expectations. Are you sure you should be running around like that? I thought you were in rather poor health. Amazingly, I'm actually feeling pretty good, and I haven't even had any medicine today. Maybe because I cleared things up with Mel yesterday. I cried my eyes out last night, but I feel better now. I'm glad to hear it. They do say health is as much mental as it is physical. So you might keep getting better if you stay positive. Oh, Digga! Just don't push yourself. By the way, why? Thank you for your concern, my dearest Michael. Ich habe gerade meinen Rewatch von Magi den Magnusstadt begonnen.
Das ist Staffel 3, oder?
Ne, 2, hat nur 2.
What?
Ja, jeweils 25 Folgen.
She's taken quite a liking to you. How do you like that? It's nice, isn't it?
I'm more not sure how to react.
Oh, just go along with it. You know you want to. I wish I could be there too. I want to pet that sweet little head of hers.
What do you think she is? A cat? Now that she's opened up though, I will admit she is rather sweet.
Oh, there you are, Nelly. Don't run off like that. You scared me.
It's not my fault you lost sight of me, dearest Mel.
Haha, I'll try to keep a better eye on you. So you came to check out the courtyard, Michael? You know, you really stand out from the crowd. You're so pale I could tell it was you from way up in the distance.
I am well aware of how conspicuous I am. But everyone's acting so unconcerned, it's honestly kind of disconcerting. Yeah.
I can't say people don't think you look unusual, but no one's afraid of you or anything. It's not easily looking different from everyone else, is it?
It comes with its disadvantages, yes.
And she would have had to deal with the same thing. I think that's another thing I regret. I wish I could have treated her more like a regular person. I guess I just wasn't mature enough to accept her.
You spent much of your life in a very sheltered environment, so it's only human that you would have difficulty accepting something that didn't fit within your view of the world. That doesn't make you a bad person. Ich muss ehrlich sagen, Michael ist so fresh und so cool, er ist so schnucklig.
Yeah.
Nein, aber er ist so cool. Regardless, you did treat her like a regular person. That's the reason she accepted your invitations to go on walks.
I guess. Question. You know what she looks like, right?
I do.
What do you think? What did you think the first time you saw it? I know that's not the most tactful question, but
I thought nothing of it. I simply saw her as a person, as a girl.
I see, haha. Well, what do you know? It looks like I am a bad guy. And you're a right saint.
No, I've simply seen much worse.
You know, you kind of remind me of her.
I do?
I mean, you're much more personable than her, but oh, what's the word? It's not just the way you look, but there's something a little different than everyone else about you. Like an aura or something. Eine Natur.
Er spürt Michels Aura.
Ja. So heißt die Folge.
Ich folge so nennen.
Ja.
Aura.
Michels Aura.
Michels Aura.
Oh, I'm sorry if I offended you. Nee, das war halb.
Apropos Aura, wir müssen heute noch dann Solo-Leveling gucken.
Ja. Oh, sorry. Wir haben schon die neueste Folge geschaut, also die davor.
Ja.
Nur die allerneueste finde ich okay.
Das wird auch gucken. Maybe.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to insult you or anything.
I don't know about that one.
But I mean, like yesterday, you were talking like a prophet.
I came from the future.
I'm almost beginning to think that maybe you really did see a vision from God.
Enough with all the grown-up talk already. You lost me ages ago.
Yeah, sorry.
Ich frage mich, wann wir das nächste Mal unsere Entscheidung hier treffen können. Das war jetzt in den letzten paar Let's Plays nicht. Ne? Who cares if Michael is a saint or a prophet or the archangel himself? Michael is my second brother. Besides, he doesn't look all that weird to me. The saintess is probably just an ordinary girl too. I'm big enough now that I won't think badly of her no matter what she looks like.
You are, yeah.
And when she's free and feeling better again, maybe we can get together and bake something. That would be lots of fun. She'll forgive you, I'm sure of it. I don't know about that one.
You know, maybe we shouldn't be talking about this so loudly. Wouldn't want anyone to overhear us.
Ja, wenn jemand hört, müssen wir ihn töten. Alright, sorry.
Dann müssen wir in Säure auflösen.
Säure auflösen, ja. Und dann wie hat es mal gemacht? Jesse so dumm auf dem Boden oder so, ne?
Ja, im Bad.
Ja. But everyone's so busy preparing for the festival, I'm sure we're fine.
Better safe than sorry though.
As you say, dearest Mel. So Michael, are you here to help with prep? Ich find's so krass, dass sie, also irgendwie, nee, nicht krass, aber wie so komisch, dass die Preparation als einziges so abkürzen zu so Prep, weißt du? Also das ist alles immer so hochgehobene englische Sprache.
Na.
Das ist so komisch, dass die Prep sagen, statt Preparation. Naja. No, I was hoping I could find some time to talk with the nun. With all the people coming and going, she's going to have her hands full until the festival starts. Well, that's unfortunate.
Is it that important you talk with her?
She may be able to give us information that could assist in acquiring the second key.
The second key? You're not saying she's involved too, are you?
By my estimation, she doesn't know anything. She is, however, very much connected to the swordsman. Much like you acted to help your sister, I believe the nun is his driving force.
Are you serious right now? I find that hard to believe. I mean, she's such a loving, charitable woman. And he's, well, a savage brute. A murderer.
Warum Murderer? Hat nur einen Arm abgeschlagen. It has to be her, though.
Aber davor, bei Morgana,
Ja.
die ganzen Slaves hat er getötet.
Ah ja, fuck, stimmt. Sorry, my bad. Also es war schon klar, dass er Murderer ist, aber ich dachte so, Mel sagt es einfach nur so. Have you ever seen the two of them acting particularly close?
Never. She's kind to everyone. I've seen them talking once or twice, sure. But she wasn't acting any differently than she does around anyone else. It certainly didn't seem like they had anything going on.
Huh.
Maybe they're hiding it. Surely there's something between them.
I would certainly presume so. Nuns aren't allowed to be romantically involved, so they couldn't be having secret trysts. Yes? What the fuck is tries? Wieder ein bisschen Englisch lernen, Freunde der Freunde. Ja, warum sagen wir nicht immer Freunde der Freunde? Stell dich, Heinz. Was?
Rendezvous.
Rendezvous. Okay. A moonlight tries. Okay, keep a private romantic relationship.
Mel sieht wirklich so aus wie so ein gammeliger Torf in Staffel 1.
Ja. Und der Arm immer so.
Ja.
A forbidden romance. How exciting!
Ha, 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 ha.
So you need to talk with her then, Michel. Leave it to me. You can do it. Klingt immer mehr allies, so, ne? Well, right now she's showing people how to make the decorations. Weaving straw into crowns and flowers and other things. Ja, das würde Nelly übernehmen und dann die Nun zu uns. I know how to make them too, so I can take her place teaching her for a little. Yeah, perfect. I appreciate it, but if anyone should be offering to help, it's me. There's a bunch of them already done. But like over there hanging off the tree branches. Can you make those? They're very intricately designed. Intricately, I think.
You'd have to be really good at weaving to make those, let alone teach other people how. You should take her up on her offer.
You're right. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated. You got it. I'll let her know you want to talk, so just hold tight. And you, dearest Mel, are coming with me. You get to help make decorations.
I'm no good at this stuff though.
Nope, I said you're coming, and that's all there is to it. With me as your teacher, you'll be a pro in no time.
Yeah, alright, you win. Let's go. Nelly seems to be in good shape, and it doesn't look like the last night caused any problems for them. I'm relieved.
Hopefully, they can continue down this path.
They'll be fine, I'm sure.
I pray that they will be. Now, we should have a little time before the nun is available to talk, so I would really like to find some shade.
Is it pretty bright out today?
I thought you could see through my eyes. Yeah.
I can, yes. I can see what's going on. Just not as clearly as you. Jetzt, habe ich auch letztes gesagt, sie ist ja auch so verschwommen hier so, ne?
Mhm.
Not enough to tell how strong the sun is, for example.
I see. Das ist dieses Pummelpunkt, Digga. Ich glaube, umso mehr Zeit vergeht, umso weniger sieht sie und die Connection so.
Oh, shit.
Also am letzten
ja.
Tag kann es sein, dass sie nicht mehr da ist.
Das
Weißt
erinnert
du?
mich an irgendwas, wo jemand so nach und nach verschwindet irgendwie.
Ja, mich erinnert es gerade, also Spoilerfreunde für Steins Gate, an den Film, wo so Uke Willmann die verschiedenen Zeitlines verschwindet. War auch immer so über Zeit und dann war er einmal weg. Also komplett weg und hat jeder vergessen. Und vielleicht konnte sie sich deswegen nicht erinnern an die Sache am Boot. Aber das Ding ist auch, Freunde, ich weiß nicht mehr, ob das die Maid halt erzählt hat oder ob es nur so wir gesehen haben als Master. Das ist das Problem, was so lange her ist. Naja, mal schauen.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I say, but the backs of my eyes are starting to hurt. 2 days now, with hardly a cloud in sight. Ja, warum 2 Tage jetzt schon? Ist doch ein Tag erst.
Ja, es war ja gestern und jetzt ist
Also
heute.
der zweite Tag. Ja, verstehe. Okay, wir gehen so ein bisschen rum, I guess.
Haha, there you are. I hope I didn't keep you waiting so too long.
You did, bitch! Joke. No, no worries. No. I apologize for pulling you away from your duties at such a busy time.
That little surprise this morning. I figure you must really have something you want to say.
I do. Something very important, login face. And if possible, I would like to discuss it with you somewhere more private.
Let me guess. You're going to propose to me.
Ugh.
Ja, Digga, das stand ja nicht. Das stand einfach nur, ein bisschen hier freie Interpretation, ne?
Ja.
Now, you should know better than that. I am a servant of God the Father. He's the only companion I am permitted to have.
No, I just want to...
I know, I'm kidding. I just wanted to tease you a bit. Dieses Face für mich.
Du Timmy Jacke, bist du hässlich aus.
Can't be away for very long though, alright?
Das war auch von Davis Schulz, oder?
Ja.
I will do my best to keep it short. Digga, wirklich 100-mal am Tag quoten ihn.
Ja. Okay, let's head inside and find the room then.
After you. May I ask you something, Giselle?
What? Yes? What is it?
Is there something about me that makes people want to tease me?
No, not at all. What would ever give you that idea?
If you say so. Troll. Diese Gitarre oder was auch immer, das ist geil.
Alright, you have my undivided attention. Make yourself comfortable and speak whenever you're ready. I am here to help those in need. My ears are at your service. The good, the bad, the ugly. I mean, this is reference an diesen Film. The good, the bad and the ugly.
Ah.
Tell me everything, anything, everything. Also,
ja, wann kam der?
1966.
Ah, okay, never mind. You're a nun. You should probably be a little more particular with your conversation topics.
What's wrong?
Du hast doch selber gesagt, wir sollen die Zeit nehmen zu reden. Anzufangen zu reden. Nothing. I actually want to talk about you rather than myself.
About me?
You or the people you associate with, I suppose. Are you acquaintances with that Asian swordsman?
The Lord's bodyguard? I mean, I know of him, but I can't say I know terribly much about him. What?
I was under the impression you were quite intimate with him.
Did someone tell you we were?
No, that was just the feeling I had.
Remember, I am a nun. Whatever you think you saw, you were probably imagining. I'm not allowed to give any man special treatment, let alone the intimate with one. Be intimate with one.
There's something between you two, though.
What do you mean? Something between us. Maybe you should try telling her what we know about him here.
Und jetzt können wir entscheiden, oder wie?
His primary motivation is to keep her church running after all.
Is he not here to keep this church, your church, in operation?
Is he... What? Did he tell you he was?
He did. Kurz einmal lügen.
Oh, really? That's a little... No, that's quite surprising. I hardly ever see him talking to anyone. Are you friends with him?
Also wie bei Mel sagen wir jetzt auch, wir sind Friends. Perhaps acquaintances would be a better word.
Ah, well, he seems to be a nice enough fellow.
Good. Are you really not close with him at all?
Nope. Auch hier so Nope.
Hm.
In so wievielten Jahrhundert. So if he told you he was trying to protect his church, it would have to be out of a sense of gratitude, nothing more.
Wir wissen ja nicht, wann das ist. Gratitude for. Also wann das spielt, Zeit.
Ja, aber nicht in der Moderne zumindest.
Ja, vor Michel auf
Ja,
jeden
eben.
Fall.
Deswegen. A while back he was in a pretty bad place in life and I gave him some food. That was when I wasn't all the way out here. But at a church in a city.
There were other nuns there too, as I recall.
Right. We also served as an orphanage. So it was us and a ton of children. I've since fallen out of touch with them though. But as servants of God, it is our responsibility to offer assistance to those in need. Which is exactly what I did for him. No special treatment. I just did the right thing. So whatever you think you saw between us, there's nothing there.
You're Pauline though, aren't you? Sag doch lieber, was ist ihr Name?
No. My name is Marie. Aber nicht Maria hieß hier, das ist Door 3, oder?
Mhm.
Okay.
Und die ist auch...
Ich dachte, die nimmt jetzt ihre fucking Kapuze ab und so und dann hat sie blonde Haare und dann...
Ja, hat sie den Principal-Lesben-Schnitt von Ghost Stories. Marie? How can that be? How can she not be her?
Ja, genau. Marie. That sounds a lot like the name we heard behind the third door. But I don't think they're the same person.
I concur. There's no guarantee everyone's name has to be the same. Yeah. Mel's and Nelly's were, which just made us think they all would be.
That's true.
And on the subject of assumptions, it's possible her connection to the swordsman is also a flawed one. Because again, all we have to go on is Mel and Nelly. Although in Morgana's story, I'm pretty sure he said something along the lines of doing what he did to keep her church running. Was he not referring to this woman?
I should get back down to the courtyard then.
Wir haben alle unsere Clues verloren.
Nelly won't be able to handle everything on her own.
Ja, wirklich, wir sind jetzt ziemlich am Arsch.
It would be great if you could help with the preparations too.
Ja, guck, jetzt sagt sie Preparations, nicht Prep. 1 second. There's absolutely nothing going on between you.
Why can't you just accept the answer I've given you? I don't like being so blunt, but You're really overstepping your bounds. I said there's nothing, and there's nothing.
What do I say? If she leaves now, it won't be easy getting another chance to talk to her. Will I be able to get him to tell me his story without having her on my side, though? No? Will I be able to get his key?
Maybe you should try talking to him with Mel there.
I don't know.
The two of you together could convince him to give up his key.
When I encountered his shadow in the mansion, he told me that if I had mentioned the key to him in the past, he would have cut my head from my shoulders on the spot. Ja, stimmt.
Then, should we try to find the Lord first instead?
Nee, wir sollen die Reihenfolge einbetten. Ich glaube, das ist besser. I think I'll try to shake her up. Take a leap of faith. A leap of faith. On there being something between them. Locked in face. Ja, wenn nicht, sind wir aber am Arsch, ne?
Happy now? I should really get going.
Hold on, just one last thing. Der Klassiker, ne? 1 second und dann immer noch ein zweites Mal.
Yes?
Would it be possible for you to grant me access to the observation tower?
Tower? Why?
Because the Lord and his bodyguard are keeping someone imprisoned at the top of it.
What?
They've locked up a girl with miracle blood.
It's not very appropriate to joke about things like that.
I am not joking. The medicine you are handing out, that's really human blood. By the way, weil das hier automatisch passiert und wir nicht eine Decision machen, kann das nicht sein. Also, stell mir vor, dass wir jetzt zu einem Dead End kommen.
What proof do you have?
I
just know. You just...
No.
I just know.
You just know.
I just know. I have someone else who can corroborate my story.
And what proof do you have that they're telling the truth?
When you hear what he has to say, you'll know. But the greatest proof is his key.
Sorry, but there's no way I can believe someone's being imprisoned here. Your claims are an effort not to be... affront not only to the good people who give their time, money and hard work to the church, but also to God himself.
Open your and you can see for yourself.
I can't. I don't have the keys. Or see von Seite.
And does that not seem the slightest bit unusual to you? Does it not make you think they may be hiding something?
No, because I know what's being kept in the tower.
Ja, irgendwas Falsches, wurde ihr dann gesagt. You know?
The observation tower is the Lord's personal property. He stores his money and valuables there, and because a church is less likely to be broken into than his manor.
His money?
Even thieves fear God. So you can understand why he would want to keep his property there.
Does that actually make sense, though? If he's so afraid of thieves, surely he can afford to hire guards.
He doesn't like keeping guards around.
Aber er hat doch den Swordsman als Bodyguard. Naja, why not?
Haven't you heard? Oder weil einer von ihnen verraten könnte oder so? Ja. There have been several failed assassination attempts. Und dann hat er lieber nur einen übertrustet. The Lord is not a bad man. Are you the bad man? He's
Are you
just
the brave man?
Yeah, so. He can't.
Acting.
can just be rather aggressive in his work, which has a tendency to make a man enemies, some of whom want to see him dead, and keeping his wealth at hand only increases that risk. Now are you satisfied?
Insist all you like, but he's not keeping money in the tower. He's got a...
Are you after the Lord's wealth? Is that what this is about?
What?
Again, I don't like being so blunt, but who do you think I'm more likely to believe? The Lord, who has been supporting me in this church, or you, who showed up out of nowhere demanding me to open the door?
I'm telling the truth. There's a dying girl in that tower.
I'm sorry, and I don't want to do this, but if you keep this up, I'm going to have to call the gods. I really must be going now.
The swordsman, he helped imprison the girl in the tower, so he could get the money necessary to keep your church up and running. With your help, we could stop this.
Take some time to cool off. Was, wenn sie einfach so komplett gerade capped und in Wahrheit ist sie so der Mastermind mit allem.
These eyes.
Ja. Would it have killed her to be a little more open-minded? I really hope she considers the possibility we're telling the truth, even just a little bit.
If she so... Also, is she so...
Ich habe es auch gelesen wie du. If she's so defensive?
Is she so defensive because she trusts the Lord that much? Or is her trust in the swordsman? Or maybe it's simply because she doesn't trust me. I think I'll head back to the courtyard. I need some time to consider our next move. Ja, aber das Time Limit, ne?
That's a good idea. And there might be something Mel and Ellie can do to help too.
Perhaps. With the nun denying any involvement with the swordsman and him being so inscrutable, I find myself at a complete loss as to how to go about crossing the wall standing in the way of getting the truth out of him. Ja, ich habe auch keinen Plan, was ich machen soll. My mind brings me back to the events of the second door, the most savage of the three tragedies. Savage. The things he did then were undeniably inhuman, which makes me wonder if his perspective on these events would have any influence on Morgana's perception of him. If at all a positive influence seems the less likely. Was he man or was he beast? If nothing else, he wanted to be human in the beginning. What was it that he truly desired? If he hadn't been under Morgana's curse, would he have wanted to be the same killer he was? Gehen wieder ein bisschen rum. Warum ist der Rum weg? Blinding sunlight drags me from my thoughts. A radiance brighter, more intense than any I've been under today. Rather, it's probably more my mind interpreting it that way because my eyes can't handle anymore. In a matter of moments, all I can see is white.
Michel, are you alright?
I feel a sharp pain, like someone's yanking at the back of my eyes. I'm fine. I just need some shade. Giselle's voice fades away. Yo. From somewhere, I think I can hear her calling my name, but instead of sound, all that reaches me is more pain. Then the world starts tilting towards me. No, not the world. It's me who's falling. Er geht knockt.
Oh, was ist going on?
Ja.
Ist er einfach nur knockt oder ist.
Ich glaube schon, wegen dem Sonnenlicht.
Hast du noch ein bisschen sowas kommt? Ich glaube irgendwie.
Ja, wo sind wir?
Fuck.
Folterkeller. Guck mal, Blut. Hier unten.
Oh, fuck.
Wirklich Folterkeller. I'm not at the mansion. Where am I? Wie alles so wuschig ist, ne?
Ja.
What?
What? You're awake.
Moment. Morgana? Ach, sind wir gerade vielleicht kurz aus der Door wieder raus? Weil sonst wäre jetzt
Maybe, ja.
Können wir schon. Geiler Soundtrack, by the way. What are you doing here? Und er redet nicht, ne? Er denkt so, ne?
Does my appearance disturb you? That is to be expected, I suppose. I'm hardly what you would call attractive after all. Wir haben immer noch nicht gesehen, wie sie aussieht ohne Kapuze.
Ja, ganz genau. Boah, das Soundtrack ist so geil. Morgana!
Ich glaube, das ist eine andere Version, nur mit Gitarre.
Maybe, mal schauen.
How do you know my name? Was ist hier?
Ja. How do I know your name? I came to save you. Where is this? Aren't you in the... Whoa! Observation Tower soll das safe sein, ne? Tower OBS Observation, glaube ich. Ich kann es nicht, verkackt habe. Aber safe Observation Tower, ne?
Ja, müsste passen.
Ja.
Ja, warum ist es zensiert?
Warum ist es zensiert? Müsste überlegen. Fourth Door war zensiert wegen Erinnerungsmanipulation, ne? Oh mein Gott, warte mal. Ich glaube, ich weiß, wo wir gerade sind. Ne? Wir sind in ihrem Haus neben dem See.
Ja, aber warum?
Warum so
gut? Wer sind wie? Was? What's going on? Aber was ich mir auch sagen wollte gerade, ganz ehrlich, ich wollte gerade sagen, es läuft gerade alles zu simpel. Es ist gerade so richtig basic, dass wir so die ganzen Leute überzeugen und dann Morgana befreien und dann war's es oder was?
Ja, eben, weil. Aber
ja.
Wir hatten gerade keinen Clou mehr.
Ja.
Also. Aber mal schauen, ob wir noch die Stimme jetzt hören bald, ne? Oder. Wahrscheinlich nicht. Ich glaube, während wir gerade knockt sind, sind wir irgendwie hier in einer anderen Zeit oder so, weil keine Ahnung, was hier passiert. Und wenn wir da zurückkommen, ist ist Giselle da reden mit uns. Egal, mal schauen. Aren't you in the observation tower, wollte er sagen. Ja. Mal schauen, ob sie es versteht, ne? Huh? What just happened? I tried to say observation tower. Ja. And my voice completely disappeared.
Where is this? I'm not sure how you could know.
Huh?
This is the witch's cottage by the lake. Weil
ja.
Soundtrack ist so nice, ist so andere Version, ne?
Ja. Vielleicht kommt die Stimme auch nicht aus dem Soundtrack raus, so wie bei uns.
I found you unconscious outside my door, so I presumed you came here in search for my herbal medication.
Kann auch sein, dass das Blut einfach nur zeigen soll, dass wir gerade nicht in das 8 Door sind irgendwie, oder 3 Door, kaum. Unconscious? Mal schauen, warte. Outside her door, Freunde. Holy shit, was passiert hier gerade? Ultra interessant. Your arm.
Ja. What?
Ja. This is the past. Before she lost her arm. Ja. Does that mean Yukimasa und Mei sind noch nicht gekommen? Oder zumindest Yukimasa nicht. I've traveled even farther into the past. Ja, wie? Or could this be? You must get yourself far away from this place, Morgana. Better yet, escape to another country entirely.
Where did that come from? I have no means of survival if I leave.
In that case, beware of 2 men who will come to visit you. You must not open the door for them. Ich find's so cool, wie das Prinzip mit Door 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so ist und mit Open the Door, was ihr Schicksal so besiegelt hat, dass sie so eingeschlossen wird.
Yeah.
Open the door for them.
What do you mean?
They're There's a flaxen-haired boy and a swordsman, soll safe sein, ne?
Oh.
Ja, safe.
Ah. Die Sachen, die er hier sagt, werden so ausgeblendet und dann kann sie es nicht verstehen.
Ja, natürlich.
Also bringt ja nichts, was ihm gesagt.
Er hat ja gesagt, mit Observation Tower kam seine Stimme nicht raus. Und die Welt disrupts immer, als er sagt, ne?
Mhm.
Guck mal zu sich hier Backlog, aber ich glaube, hier ist nichts. So, ne?
Vielleicht kann er den Kanon nicht ändern.
Mal schauen. Why do I lose my voice for all the most important details? Schreib's auf.
Ja, das
Oder kann er nicht? Is this really the cottage by the lake? Obwohl, nee. Ich glaube, Leute konnten damals nicht schreiben, so viele, ne? Und lesen. Also er vielleicht schon. Aber vielleicht kann sie nicht lesen.
Das Wichtige war der Buchdruck. Das war, ich glaube, 1500 irgendwas.
Ja.
Wo dann die Leute angefangen haben zu lesen und schreiben. Des Peasants.
Is this really the cottage by the lake?
Take a look out the window and see for yourself.
Oh,
ist jetzt so rot.
there's nothing there. Wie bei Observation, wie bei der Mansion, wenn man rausguckt, ne? Also, da, du weißt schon, wann ich meine. Nothing outside the window. No, that's not exactly right. A reddish black fog. Wie bei, ja, Mansion halt, glaube ich, ne? Chance beyond the window.
A pretty lake, is it not? Not that I have any place talking about beauty.
Now I understand. This isn't the real world. Ja, was ist das aber? It is your world, then. Is it your world, then, Morgana? Or is it a world within our dreams?
May I ask who you are?
I once spent much time at your side. This is all so very strange. It was always you who was talking to me. And now you don't even know my name. Shall we talk for a bit, Morgana? Yeah.
If you're going to try to convince me to leave, I won't have it. And please watch what you say. There's something very unsettling about your choice of words.
As you wish. In that case, let's talk about ourselves. For so long I fought to fend off the things you said. Not because I had any particular dislike for you, but because I was afraid of how entrancing the sound of your voice was. I empathized with the feelings seeping through your words, and that understanding almost allowed them to consume me. There was a mysterious magnetism to your voice, and as emotionally unstable as I was at the time, I couldn't possibly have withstood giving into it.
You're saying my voice is unpleasant?
Not at all. It was beautiful. Frighteningly so. I want to try again. I want you to tell me about yourself. The things you see and feel.
I will not be telling you or anyone else about myself. Because
they would have to be inhuman to empathize with you. In that case, we can start with me instead. Honestly, I don't want to talk about myself either, because it makes me feel pitiful, worthless. It's a story I would rather pretend never happened. And it's not a story I can tell just anyone.
But you can tell me?
Indeed. I was born into this world female.
What?
From a young age, being a girl felt somehow wrong, and as I grew older my body developed like a boy's. Not entirely though. My body is incomplete. I am missing one thing every man is supposed to have. The change drove my mother to madness, and she hid me away, for I was unfit to be in the presence of others, That was when I was 14. That was when I was 14 years old, and that marked the end of any semblance of normalcy in my life. Morgana, you once told me that our fates were decided before birth, both yours and mine alike. I spent my whole life rejecting that notion, insisting I was a normal person, fighting to prove I was indeed male. But now that it's all over, I think you were right. My fate was always set in stone. And perhaps, if I had stopped trying to fight it, if I had shut up and accepted it, I could have lived a longer life. I could have not left Giselle behind.
Do you regret your choice?
No, I do not. No matter what could have been, I had to hold my ground. I had to keep shouting, because if I hadn't, I would have rendered my very existence meaningless, no matter what misfortune the decision may have brought. I must not regret it. By the way, vorhin, wie Rapshi schon gesagt hat, Soundtrack ist sehr nice, diese Version, so
Guitar-Version oder
Guitar Version oder so, I don't know. Autistic Version maybe.
so. Ja, Akustik-Version.
Everyone has some principle, some belief, some fundamental aspect of themselves that themselves they must always stand in unwavering support of. Or perhaps must not lose sight of would be a better way to put it. For if we do, we lose sight of ourselves. For most people, these beliefs have probably been internalized so deeply they aren't even aware they hold them. But what we carry inside us is unique. Difficult for other people to understand, to accept, forcing us to walk a path of solitude and persecution. Digga, by the way, Freunde, das ist so cool hier. So, was passiert hier? Aber scheiß auf, das ist cool. I believe you generally do have miraculous powers. And who knows, maybe your blood is special too, but I think your real power lies in your voice, in its ability to enchant anyone who hears it. But it was something you were born with, not something you asked for. Was it not?
I am a saint and the daughter of God. That is the lot I was given, and that is the path I must walk. If I stray from that path or stop walking, I will no longer be myself. It would make me worthless. We mustn't lament the solitude we were dealt.
Maybe not, but I think that if either of us had someone, even one person who accepted us, it would have caused us to see the world in a much different light. I know you had people like that, who treated you like a regular girl.
But they're gone now.
And have you never leaned on their memory?
It comes back to me from time to time, but even then, they were different than me. They were so full of kindness, so very human. And while they taught me to experience their joy, not even they could change what I ultimately am. I left my humanity behind far too early in my life. And what about you? Do you have anyone special?
I do.
And do they treat you like a normal person?
She does.
However, you still know that you're different, that you can't fit in with everyone else, that you're abnormal. You do, don't you?
I am very conscious of that fact. Ich würde sagen, insgesamt finde ich die Voice-Version nicer, aber die ist auch cool. Vom Soundtrack.
Achso, ja.
That on a fundamental level, I'm still grey. I'm still gay. And that so long as I am who I am, that will always be so. Nevertheless, her acceptance allowed me to step onto the path she walked. A path wide enough even for me, despite my abnormality.
You are, I expect, only half right about that. You're a man capable of making compromises, with a spirit strong enough to try to walk the path of humanity, while still being an outsider to it. I could never do that. Someone could be standing there, some ordinary but incredibly kind and accepting person holding their hand out for me, and I don't think I could take it, because I know that if I do, it will only bring more pain. So if I am to take anyone's hand, it must be someone inhuman, someone fundamentally abnormal, and not just mentally or emotionally, but on a deeper level, instinctively different.
So wie Michel, deswegen wollte sie ja immer mit Michel talken. Morgana.
Maybe you could do it. Maybe you could understand even the tiniest bit of my fate. You could do that, couldn't you? Then do it. Understand me, empathize with me, take some of the weight off my back.
Morgana. I have every intention of doing anything I can. But you have to understand, I am not from this time, Morgana. I cannot promise you I will be around much longer. So instead, take as much time as you need to find someone who will accept you, and with them slowly bring yourself back onto the path of humanity. It will be not easy, I know. Nee, das ist so altes Englisch, vielleicht
Okay.
manchmal kann man das
I
sagen.
guess.
Aber okay. Constant fear at the looks people give you. Reading the things they think and feel about you.
Dreading.
Terrified by the thought they might abandon you at any moment. The ever-present anxiety about whether you're able to fit in with them, but I know you can do it. I know you can bring yourself back to a place you can love. Like what you had 4 years ago.
You really are.
Oh, es ändert sich die Traumsequenz. No.
Da habe ich gar nicht dran gedacht. Davor stand, glaube ich, nur Morgana.
Ja.
Und jetzt steht Bewitched Morgana. Michael. You may think talking to my past self can change something, but you're sorely mistaken. Nothing of the girl you see there remains. Poke and prod all the past at the past all you like. It won't change anything, my dear. It's all too far gone. To have any effect.
Digga, aua. Ja, wir sind wieder back. Ja, Freunde, an der Stelle würde ich
War
sagen,
interessant. Mit.
you really are.
Mhm.
Es kann sein, dass ihr jetzt da sagen würdet, you really are not from this time, ne?
You
kann
really
auch sein,
are a bum.
you really are und dann ist es einfach zu der anderen Morgana gegangen, ne? Cool. Ja, Freunde, ich würde sagen, lasst ein Abo da. The Blood of the Saint. Nächstes Mal gehen wir dann da weiter. Sehr interesting, was es hier war. Keine Ahnung, was es war, ehrlich gesagt, Freunde, aber es ist cool. Vielleicht wird es erklärt, vielleicht nicht.
So,
Mal
ich
schauen.
bin erinnert an so einfach so eine Traumsequenz hier von so Eren in Staffel 1, wo er in dem Haus ist und Armin so
Ja.
Fenster klopft.
Er hat ja gesagt, vielleicht sind es unsere Träume
Ja.
verbunden oder so. I don't know. Mal schauen. Ja, nehmt den Like mal auseinander, aktiviert die Glocke, abonniert den Kanal, Freunde, und checkt dann der Podcast Video Streams ab und ja, wieder schauen und
Rein!
ciao!